Maayong adlaw sa tanan. Welcome back to my channel, Math Tutorial, my Facebook page, Math Tutorial, and for my YouTube channel, I will love math. Okay. Today we will be discussing properties of radicals. Okay. So, atong topic karon nga for our tutorial is on how to simplify radicals. Okay? Kung saan nato pag-simplify ang radicals to numbers. Okay? But before that, let us first understand the properties or the laws of radicals, no? So ato siyang sabton. Okay. It says here that for any positive integers m and n and real numbers x and y, letter A, the nth root of x to the power of n is just equal to x. Or the nth root of x to the power of n is just equal to x. In other words, kung pareha daw value imong index o katong power dito sa radical, makancel na ang radical o yung power, ang nabilin is ang x na lang. Sabtan ang property number letter A. Kung pareha og value si index o ang power sa radical inside the radical, kani siya pareha sila n o value, ang answer ana is just equal to x. Okay, for example, diretso na ta. Square root of x squared. Okay, so this is a square root of x squared. No, when we say square root, it is understood na naa siya index na 2 din eh, correct? So klaro man ka siya na siya 2 din na, then ka na to the power of 2, makancel na to si radical and the squared, so what is left? X na lang siya. Okay, nasabtan? Basta pareha again, si index o iyang power sa radical, pareha og value, pwede na to siya makancel. Ang radical o ang power, then katulad din ang nabilin katong radical. Okay? Letter B. The nth root of xy is just equal to the nth root of x times the nth root of y. Okay? But pasabot, pwede din nato ni siya bungkagon, no? Ang sulod sa radical, pwede nato siya bungkagon. Kay duha man siya ka number, pwede nato siya pauni ang factors, pwede siya nato ilani pagkasulat. Okay? For example, ito example para masabtan. You have here, example, the square root of 8. Okay? We cannot, square root of 8 ba ni correct? We cannot directly get the square root of 8. So what we're going to do here is to break nato ning radical into 2. We can write this as square root of 4 times square root of 2, correct? Because square root of 4 times square root of 2 is just equivalent to square root of 8. Okay? Or in other words, si square root of 8 can be written as 4 square root of 4 times 2. So, ginana din nato sa ibabaw. Gibulag din nato. Then, makasimplify din ta. Square root of 4 is 2. Then, you just copy square root of 2. Kaya di naman nato makuha ang square root of 2. Kaya mo ni siya ang pasabot ani. Kaya din like for example, square root of 8, pwede na to siya mabungkag into 2. No? Like this. Masulat na to siya ginanaan. Okay? So, letter C. Okay? The nth root of x raised to the m power na root Japon. Okay? Dapat si n here is even. So, kung sinahitabo, you just multiply the index. M times n. The m times n root of x. Okay? So, ato siyang gi-multiply ilang power. For example, have here. Okay. Sa umano na to. Ang square root of 64, nasulod pa siya sa cube root dayon. So, you just multiply. Na, it is understood, yun naman na siya 2 nga power sa index. What is 3 times 2? You have 6. So, the 6th root of 64. So, ano sabi 6 root of 64? We have 2, no? Kaya because 2 to the power of 6 is 64 man. No? Ikauno mo na to multiply si 2. Okay. Letter D. The nth root of x divided by the nth root of y can be written like this. The nth root of x over y. So, pwede rin nato siya masulat o ginana. For example, para masabtan nato, square root of maanta nga. Makuha na ito siya. Ay, pwede rin ilato ito siya. The square root of alin na lang. The square root of 8 over the square root of 2. Okay? The square root of 8 over the square root of 2. Example na to. So, pwede na to siya mabutang as square root of 8 over 2. What is 8 over 2? It is 4, no? Because 8 divided 2 is 4. So, what is the square root of 4? You have 2. No? Tali na kayo siya, class, no? Okay. So, also, naapod tayong property nga, wala din na, we have here, suppose, we have here the nth root of x to the power of m. Okay. The nth root of x to the power of m. Now, in letter A, pareha sila og value si index og si power inside the radical. Kani, dili na pod. So, sa itong button, we can simplify this by this. No, we just copy the nth root of x, then raise to the exponent m. So, inana siya, for example, okay, square root of what else be? Eight. The square root of 4 cube. Okay. The square root of 4 cube. So, sa una to pag-simplify, you have, ano tayo, square root of 4 to the power of 3. What is the square root of 4? 2 to the power of 3. So, what is 2 to the power of 3? You have 8. Because 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 8. Okay? So, dapat itong sabto ni si properties of radicals. Okay? Then, let's move on how to simplify radicals. No? So, kaning mga properties magamit na to when we simplify radicals. Okay. It says here that a radical with index n is said to be in its simplest form if, number 1, the radical does not contain a perfect nth power as a factor. So, masabtan na nato. No? Parehara na siya ani. The square root of 8 is just equal to the square root of 4 times the square root of 2. So, mo niya itong final answer. No? So, dapat wala na daw siya perfect nth power as a factor. Number 2, the radical does not contain fractions. Of course, dapat wala siya fraction. 3, no denominator contains a radical. So, muna siyang, kung no denominator contains a radical, muna na siya ang time nga mag-rationalizing the denominator na dayon ta. Okay. Which is, later, pwede na ito na ma-introduce. Okay. So, let's move on to these examples. Okay. Simplify the following. Number 1. The square root of 18x cubed. Okay? Makuha ba natin dito ang square root ni 18? Yes or no? No. No? Paro kayo. So, ato siyang i-break. Kailangan mangita tag factors ni 18 nga ang isa niya ka-factor ana makuha ang square root. Kuha na to. So, kung makuha na to ang isa ka-square root niya sa iyang factor, we can write this as 9 times 2, no? Ka 18 is 9 times 2. Wherein, si 9, makuha na to ang square root. Okay? Then, you have x squared times x. Akong gi-break. Kay, square root man ta. So, meaning, index 2 na siya. Kailangan, maka-produce pud ta o kung iyang variable to the power of 2 pud siya. Para atong ma-cancel siya appeal sa radical. Okay? So, this can be, atong ibahin, that is 9x squared. Then, ang isa po, 2x. No? So, kaning 9 og x squared atong gibahin, kani po si 2 og x atong gibahin. Kaya nga naman, possible naman sila nga, dili makuha ilang may square root. No? Wala may square root ni 2. Wala square root ni x. So, kani, masimplify mo na natin. What is, 9 can be written as 3 to the power 2. No? So, the x squared, then copy 2x. Okay? So, kana, dali na din kayo. Pwede po mo, diretso na mag-square root of 9. To the power of 2 man ta, according to property number 1, kung pareha ang power o ang radical, makancel na itong radical, ang power po. So, kung ipang-cancel, what is left? 3x na lang siya. So, that is equal to 3x. Then, you just copy square root of 2x. So, mao na iyang answer, class. No? Again, dili, square root man ato no, atong index, no? Atong radical. So, dash index na rin na 2. So, kaning 3 squared, x squared, na-raise man siya to the power of 2, which is true here sa letter A na property. So, makancel na to ang radical ng iyang power. Ang nabilin dyan sa iya sulod is 3x. So, that is why we just copy 3x. Okay? Then, we just copy in our final answer the radical 2x. Okay? Number 2. The cube root of 81x to the 4th y cube. So, posible ani, mangita ta og possible values ni 81, no? Factors ni 81 nga makuha na to iyang power nga 3, no? Kay cube root man siya. So, unsa kay possible ni ana? 21. So, we can have 27 times 3, no? Or, you can write this as the cube root. Si 81 kay, kung tanaw ta diri, si 81 kay is just equal to 3 times 3 is 9 times 3, 27 times 3, 81. So, ikaw patong na ito i-multiply si 3, you will come up with 81. So, hato siyang ibahin sa 3 cube times 3, no? Kumbaga, kani silang tulo atong ibahin kito para makapower lang tag 3. Then, copy lang din natin si 3, si x to the 4th. So, bahinon po nato x to the cube times x na lang. Si y cube, so, more na siya times y cube. Kapalo ta, class? Yun sa ito pag-break. 81 is just equivalent to 3 times 3, 9, times 3, 27, times 3, 81. So, kani silang tulo again atong gigrupo, so that is why we have 3 to the power of 3. Then, kani isa ka 3, ato din gikopy. Si x to the 4th, gi-break nato into 2, ang isa to the power of 3, then ang isa na siya ka x. Because x cubed times x is x to the 4th. Okay? So, let's continue. Ato lang ipang-copy karon ang naay mga power of 3. Sa isa ka grupo, ang isa dito po sa isa ka grupo. So, you have here the cube root of 3 cube, x cube, then y cube. Then, ang isa cube root of, kung sa'yo nang wala, 3 og x. Mapunas lang nga grupo. No? So, klaro naman kayo ni siya diri nga radical na raised to the power of 3 wherein equivalent iyang kuan diri sa tong index nga 3. So, we could cancel the radical, the power. So, ang nabili na lang din na sa sulod niya is 3xy. Then, you just copy the cube root of 3x. So, mao na iyang final answer. Okay? Sabtan ba na to? Okay, ato lang gi-break. So, here, mangita ta og factors na 81. Nga wherein, we just found out that 81 is just equivalent to 27 times 3. Wherein, si 27 is just equal to 3 to the power of 3. No? So, mauni siya. Okay. Now, let's move on to example number 3. No? So, we have here the fourth root of 80 x to the 8 y to the 7. Okay. So, here, makita na po ta o factors ni 80 nga. Ang isa, ma-raise na to the fourth power para maka-cancel ta. Kay klaro man kay nga na siya makancel ani. So, what we're going to do? Look for the factors of 80. 80 is just equivalent to we have 2 times 2 4 times 2 8 times 2 16 times 5, no? So this is 16 times 5. So 16 times 5 is 80. Wherein 16 is just equivalent to 2 to the power of 4. Correct? So nakakuha na ta. So what we're going to do, we just copy the fourth root. So si 80 daw is 2 to the 4 times 5. Correct? Mami siya, 2 to the 4 times 5. 16 times 5 is 80. Okay? So x to the 8, dapat ma-raise to the 4th. So you have times x squared to the power of 4. No? Okay, because 2 times 4 is 8. While si y7, you have y to the 4th times y cubed. Ibungkag na to. 4 plus 3 is 7 naman siya. Okay, so, parehara siya, the same process as what we did in number 3. Igrupo ra din nato katungay to the power of 4. No? Ang katungay to the power of 4, igrupo dyan po nato sila tanan, iusa nato. So, we have here the fourth root, katungay power of 4, 2 to the 4th, x squared to the power of 4, y to the 4, ang isa, fourth root of 5, then y cubed. Okay, can you follow? Ano naman sila ang walay to the power of 4? 5 og y cubed. So, mo po sila din na. Then, from here, ato na din makancel si radical. Kailangan raise man siya to the power of 4. So, we can cancel the radical and the power 4. So, unsa na kabilin? You have 2x squared y times the fourth root of 5y cubed. Okay? I really hope nag-enjoy mo na mo yung nasabtan, no? Inaana ra siya pag-simplify. Only, ang importante is, we really understand the properties of, or the laws of radicals para ato siyang ma-apply diri, no? Pag-simplify nato sa radicals. Okay. Let's continue to our fourth example. We have here the fourth root, layo kay si index nga 4. The fourth root of 16, x to the power of 16, y to the 4th, z to the 9. No? So, unsa gayto, unsa to pangitaon? Mangita tag factors nila nga ma-raise na to the power of 4 para atong makancel ang radical og ang yang power. Like what we did in our previous examples here. No? So, klaro kay 16, fourth root. So, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, kaupato na to si 2. That is just equal to 16, correct? So, you have 2 to the power of 4. 2 to the power of 4 is just equal to 16. How about kang x to the power of 16? Isa ka. X to the 4 to the power of 4. No? Because 4 times 4 is 16. Then y to the 4th. Si z, atong bungkagon, z squared to the power of 4 because 2 times 4 is 8. Ang isa z na lang. We correct? No? Because 4 times 4 is 16. Y to the 4th. Si z, 2 times 4. Okay, take to class. Si z to the 9 is just equal to z to the 8 times z. Correct? So z to the 8 is just equal to z squared to the power of 4. Right? So mo ni siya. Z squared to the power of 4. Then times z. So from here, hato na po din ipang grupo na po. So you have the fourth root of 2 to the 4th, x to the 4th to the power of 4, y to the 4th, z squared to the power of 4. Ang isa, fourth root of z. Kaya wala man siya na-raise sa power of 4. Gilain natin. So, ilari din ta. We could directly cancel the radical and the power. Katong mga power. So, ang mabilin din na, you just copy 2x to the 4th y z squared times the fourth root of z. That's it. No? Inana ra pag simplify atong radical. Okay? So, I really hope natin nasabtan karon in simplifying radicals. So, siguro by our next video will be about the operations on radicals, the addition, subtraction, the multiplication, and then the division of radicals. So, that's all for today. Dagan kayong salamat sa mga nag-like and share. I really appreciate it so much. And please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, Barry Umongos, I Will Love Math. And Please don't forget to follow or like my Facebook page, Math Tutorials. Daghang salamat o advance Merry Christmas.